Hey, Shalom, Shalom. Call out Yahba Shem Yahushua Shem Kakadash. The Moanas of the teachers. Great millstone. Salutations to the elect throughout the four corners. I'll put this on. It really don't matter, but I'll put it on. Back in the whip. Was gonna hit the plantation, but said fuck it. Catch up on some Z's, get my mind together. But brother had brought out this precept. This is and I went into the word a little more. This shows like exactly who Jake is, right? First Peter. My bad, I should have had this pulled up already. Just like really waking up, getting the prayers together, doing this video like while it's hot on my mind. Something on my mind, something on my mind. First Peter 2 and 9. Little inside joke. But allergies, damn. First Peter's 2 and 9. But you are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a peculiar people. So right here. It popped up peculiar, right? So peculiar means odd or strange, but it basically show you like this pinpoint, because this basically quoting Deuteronomy 7 and 6, but in 7 verse 6 it didn't really say peculiar, but right here it added peculiar, and that's a key word and a key clue that tell you who the Israelites are. So we're gonna get into it. Pull it up on the peculiar, right? It says strange or odd, unusual. And that's what? That's Jake for you. Jake is strange. Jake is like the things that we do, right? Like wearing your hat backwards. Like when people first saw that was strange. But or when Mitch Mac shoes, meaning they the same shoes but they different in color. Only Jake could kind of pull that off. What else Jake? What else Jake do? Oh, crisscross, right? Let me sit this down. Crisscross, right? They dress. Salakia. Fucking allergies. They dress like wearing their clothes backwards, like on the other side. Like the back was the front and the front was the back. You know, Jake putting their hat towards the back. You know, Jake doing donuts. Like I'm from Jersey, Brick City, right? So not too much like back in the day, but this like stolen car capital. You know, with Jake, you had to have a will. You had to know how to drive, or that if you know, that's kind of like gang banging in the West. So Jake could like do donuts in their cars, hanging out the window, and not even no stolen shit. They own car. You know what I'm saying? And you like, why is they doing? Jake could put rims. You know, that whole rim thing came from Jake. You know, or they got now like the leaning tire, where it look like your tire is not like about to fall off, but it's actually on the car. You know, all that come from Jake, cause we different. We a peculiar people. The way Jake dance, you know, pop locking, uh, break dancing, the way Jake twists his body up, even the woman. You know, a lot of shit the woman do, because the scripture says what the Israelite woman is not as the Egyptian woman, for they are lively. You know, they got spunk to them. That's why you get that term, a spicy Latina, meaning uh, she's like a little edgy. You know what I'm saying? That's like, like you put a little cayenne pepper in your rice. You got say you got regular rice, then you add a little cayenne pepper, not too much, just a little enough to give it a small kick. That's what they said, and that's like that little edgy attitude that the Jake woman got. Now, the westernized Israelite woman is just totally off. But I'll talk about like down in Mexico, South America, they still call them like spicy, especially the Mexican, the Issacharite woman. They call them spicy Latinas, because they're a little edgy and shit. Peculiar, right? So let's get into some more. Uh, that's the noun. We just wanted the adjective, right? So let's go to similar. So these are synonyms for peculiar. So you got strange, unusual, right? So Jake do the things that's unusual, right? Our hairstyles, like braids. See, I got braids, right? But I could have Eve twist these joints up in like a crazy ass hairstyle if I wanted to. Like, but now they just straight backs. But I could have some crazy ass design going. You're like, damn man, that's hot. Like, who did that? So, and the woman, they do like crazy ass hairstyles too. Some of them I think is just like y'all wilding with that. Now I'm not condoning for like bald heads and shit like that. You know, but unusual that people not used to seeing these things. So that's why the Lord said, Israel is the salt of the earth. We give the earth is what its flavor. By the way the spirit he put into us. The way Jake rock his Timberlands. We don't lace our boots all the way the fuck up to the tippity top like you in the fucking army. You know, you rock them loose with the fucking tongue. You got the ones with the tongue hanging down. You drop the tongue down. You walk with the diddy bop. You know what I'm saying? So Jay got style and flavor. You know, even some shit is off like sagging the pants, right? Which really came from a jail thing. We know who ultimately the prisoners. But that's odd and strange. I actually say that's soft. Pull your fucking pants up. But I'm hitting these different points. So, motherfucking crip walking, which really go back to Gad. Stacking, throwing it up, crip walking. You know what I'm saying? That people like, yo, what the hell is they doing? You know what I'm saying? But really it was like a truce to the dead homies, but now it turned like out like to be a dance. I might touch on that, but it actually go back to Gad. Let me see what else we got here. Odd, right? Funny, right? Who's the funniest people? Jake. Not just that, Jake will start joking on you, especially the men. Now, women is another thing. Like, women joke too on each other, but not like the men. The men, like, man, we be chilling around each other. Now, I'm going to say this wisdom. Do not joke on men that don't know you like that, like shit could go bad. But one thing, all right, one thing that checks men is reality and other men, right? So one way men check other men is by getting on them. Like we start joking, look at your shoes and you know what I mean? Yo, you got a fucking cone head. You know what I mean? I'm talking about brothers. We still joke on each other and shit. You know, or you look like the fucking Pillsbury Doughboy. You know, Jake, you know, get 'em. You know what I'm saying? You fucking ET looking. Hey, brothers call me fucking ODB. Like, they brothers still call me that shit. You know what I'm saying? I done got chubby and gained weight. Gotta shave that down within the next couple of months. So I'm gonna jump back on that. But when I was a lot skinnier with my box braids in and shit, there's like ODB. And hey, mentioning ODB, I think I got I left my grills up in here and shit. I got grills and shit. You know, that's a Jake thing too. I shouldn't have left them in the car like this. But where I live at is not like nigga central and shit. So look, these are grills. Okay? Let me put them there. A peculiar people. So I don't wear these shits all the time. But they say I look like ODB. Especially with the grill. So that's peculiar. Oh, I left my pearls in here too, right? See, I love pearls because now these golden pearls from the South Sea, they're a little different from the white. Well, a lot different from the white ones. But people will say like, "Yo, why you got on?" It'll mess them up. Even other jakes, like, "Yo, why you got on pearls?" Like, and they looking at me. They know I'm not gay, but you know, they like, "Yo," but that's actually like one of my favorite jewelry is pearls. You know, like, "Yo, why you got on pearls and shit?" And like it'll throw them off. But I tell them like really actually go back to the word and pearls represented like men wore pearls back in the day, and they represented like men of honor, of nobility, and stuff like that, like of royalty and stuff like that. So and like things of that nature. When you look it up, like you can look it up, like did men wear pearls, and they'll be like, it'll break it down, but it'll throw like Jake off because I'm holding a phone. So we just peculiar people, but I gotta take a lot of this shit back in the crib. But anyway, just like thinking out loud. Uh, Funny, curious, and that's why a lot of people want to be like us. Like, if you go to these other countries, like the passport bros, right? They take flights, and let me take these girls out. I just wanted to show like how Jake be peculiar, right? Try to give a living example since I don't have like pictures on the screen. You gotta kind of visualize what I'm saying. But Jake go to these other countries and people curious. You know, you go to Japan, the Philippines, Thailand, you know, even parts of like South America, they real curious about like what you have to offer, what uniqueness you got to you, what type of skill or talent you have, because we that special people, we that peculiar nation, you know, you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, y'all are Israelites, right? Bizarre, curious, bizarre. Let me hit bizarre. Very strange or unusual, especially so as to cause interest or amusement. And that's who? We are put up as what? The entertainers. You know? Fucking dunking from the foul line and LeBron James and fucking Dominique Wilkins, Wilt Chamberlain, you know, Denzel Washington. Like all of our people are, majority of our people are what? The entertainers, the athletes. We run the sports. We are the people to watch, to be amused by. Right? So that's all under peculiar, weird, very strange, you know? Like Jake is like weird in a good way. Amalek, the small hats, they weird in an evil way. But it's like a something like you wouldn't think they'd do. You see Amalek circumcising their sons by like sucking the skin off of their rod. You know, all types of crazy left-handed wicked shit they be doing. But it's not like a unique type weird, if you get what I'm saying. Very strange, bizarre. Okay, weird. It's a lot up in here. A queer, unexpected, unfamiliar. Right. Like Jake is like got so many styles and flavors. It's unexpected or like what they'll come out with. Like Nas, he did the song Rewind, you know, when he actually rapped backwards. And it all rhymed. You know what I'm saying? So Jake is like real talented when it comes to these different things. And it causes people to be curious about us, you know, to the point where like the other nations, they be wanting to breed with Jake. You know what I mean? They be wanting to have our children and babies so that specific talent or that specific flavor could be thrown into their children, even though they still heathens themselves. They be wanting to get with Jake and breed with Jake. Oh shit. Salakia. Damn. Just should have tucked a Claritin when I had a chance. Out of the ordinary, out of the way, exceptional, rare,